Okay, for your clay demo, you're going to need your printed out piece of animal that you're using here. We're also going to get you a piece of clay, and you'll have a bag to put your clay in. You will need a paper clip to work with, and also a pencil, and the pencil doesn't need to be super sharp, just a regular pencil. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to roll out this clay and use your pressure of your hands here to roll this clay out till the clay's about the thickness of your pinky finger. Now when you're rolling this clay out, you want to make sure you stay on top of the clay and not rolling off the clay onto the table. You want to make sure you're just rolling just like this and not off, because what happens when you roll off the table is this design, or this clay, will flatten out really thin in that area, and we don't want that to happen. So basically we're going to take this and just keep rolling this out till it's about that size. Okay, now once we got it about the size that we want, I'm looking here, it looks like we're about a pinky distance all the way around here. Yep. Then we're going to take our design and pick an area where we're going to put our design. So we'll just set our design, let's just say like right here, and we're just going to rub this in to the clay. Now we're going to take our pencil and we're going to hold it down at an angle. So normally you would write like this with your pencil up. You're going to hold on to your pencil like this and have it at an angle, and you're just going to go over lightly your design like this, just so we can see all the shapes. So we're going to carefully go over everything at that low angle with your pencil. You don't want it straight up, because straight up is going to rip your paper. You certainly don't want to rip your paper here. So we're going to trace this part here. Trace the other panda ear here. Then we got these things to trace here. Even these things, and the ones that are super small you can just leave. Be too hard to trace, it'd probably rip it. Just like this. Trace there. Get the nose and the mouth here. Like that. Now once you feel like you have everything traced, you can feel over the top, make sure everything is traced. I do have everything traced, and we're going to lightly peel this off, just like that, and you can see our design in the clay there. Now we have to start to decide in this design what things we want built up, and so what I think we're going to do is we'll show you how to do an ear. And actually, you know what? Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll show you how to do this eye right here. So if I take my extra clay, and I just go up here somewhere in my extra clay, and we'll pull this clay down a little bit so we can see both areas. And I'm just going to press this in here. Sometimes the dented paper will show up there anyway, but it might take another trace here around this shape to do it, and there as well. Peel it away, and there it is. Now this is where we're going to take your paper clip, and you're going to take your paper clip straight up and down, and you're going to cut through that. Design all the way. We'll get it out here, and there it is. Okay, let that sit there a minute. Now we're going to put it here. So what we have to do is we have to rough up this area for it to fit, and then we got to rough up this back area for it to fit. We're just going to set it on there where it should go. It should fit like a puzzle piece, nice and perfect, just like that. And now we're going to take our loop end here, and we're going to smooth out this clay. And let me zoom in on it so you guys can see it here. We're basically taking this loop end of our tool and smoothing it in so we lose the crack there where it's attached. You're going to do that all the way around that shape. Okay? Then on the eye here, this eye, we may not want to build anything up. Maybe we just want to draw it in here. Just like that. Okay? Now I'll show you something else we can do here. Let's look at this ear. Now maybe we don't want to draw anything in the ear, so, or build anything up in the ear. So maybe we're going to go with an edge inside the ear like this, and we're just going to take our loop end of our paper clip and just kind of dig that part out, just like this. Okay, get all this in here, and then what we can do is once we have this out, for the most part, we can take our finger and smooth it in. Just like that. And that creates the edge of our ear. So you need to decide which things you want up in your shape, which things you want down. And I think like the head of my panda, I'm just going to leave as the same thickness of the clay. We're going to take our best friend here, we're going to cut all the way around here. Best friend again is our paper clip. And I think eventually I would do the other eye, and probably the nose is an up, and I'd probably do these ears as another down. We're going all the way around here of this shape. Let's zoom up so you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going all the way around this shape. Following that design, like so. And we'll leave this out. We'll take this extra clay to the side. Clean up our edges here. But that's basically how we're going to do our ups, like this, and downs, like this, and sames. We'll just leave the same thickness, like this. Okay, so in your animal, you need to be thinking about some ups, some downs, and some sames that you're going to be incorporating.